Life for Mind presents. Do you want to sound more intelligent? Today we're going to explore a fascinating topic. We'll uncover 10 common sayings that intelligent individuals usually steer clear of. But fear not, we won't leave you hanging. For every saying we discuss, we'll also provide an alternative phrase that can help you come across as more thoughtful and articulate. The words we choose have the power to strongly influence how others perceive us. So, let's dive into the world of words that can make or break your impression. First on our list is the saying, "It's not my job." This phrase is often used as a shield, a way to avoid taking on tasks or responsibilities that fall outside of one's defined role. However, intelligent individuals steer clear of this saying because it closes doors to opportunity and growth. It can also create a negative impression, suggesting a lack of initiative or willingness to go the extra mile. Instead, they might say, "Let's find the best solution." This alternative saying promotes a problem-solving attitude and a willingness to collaborate, regardless of whether the task at hand is technically within their job description or not. It's about demonstrating adaptability and a team-first mentality, both of which are valuable traits in any setting. So, remember, swap out "it's not my job" for "let's find the best solution." You'll be amazed by the positive impact this simple change can have on your personal and professional life. Moving on to the second saying, "I can't." This phrase often signifies a defeatist attitude, a lack of confidence, or an unwillingness to attempt something new or challenging. Intelligent individuals avoid using it because it limits their growth and learning opportunities. Moreover, it can create a negative impression, making them appear less capable or resourceful than they actually are. Instead, they prefer to use the phrase, "I'll find a way." This exhibits a proactive mindset, an openness to learning, and a readiness to face challenges head-on. It implies that they are solution-oriented and do not easily give up when confronted with obstacles. Instead, they seek to find ways to overcome them. This alternative saying is more empowering and inspiring. It encourages a growth mindset and reflects a positive attitude. It's about embracing challenges, being resilient, and always striving for improvement. So the next time you're faced with a difficult situation, remember to say, "I'll find a way," instead of "I can't." Keep in mind, using the alternative will make you sound more sophisticated. Let's talk about the third saying that intelligent individuals often steer clear of, "I can't do it." This phrase is a self-fulfilling prophecy that limits potential and stifles growth. It's a defeatist attitude that intelligent individuals tend to avoid because it creates a mental barrier that can be tough to overcome. Instead, they foster a growth mindset, embracing challenges and understanding that failure is just a stepping stone to success. They believe in their capacity to learn, improve, and ultimately to succeed. If you find yourself slipping into the "I can't do it" mindset, try replacing it with "I can't do it yet." This simple tweak transforms a negative limiting belief into a positive, empowering one. It shifts the focus from incapability to possibility, from defeat to growth. So remember, every time you're tempted to say "I can't do it," pause, reflect, and instead say, "I can't do it yet." So avoid this saying and try our suggested alternative. Fourth on our list is the saying, "It's not my job." This phrase tends to create barriers. It communicates a lack of willingness to step out of one's comfort zone or take on a challenge, and it can be perceived as a lack of team spirit. Intelligent individuals understand the importance of flexibility and collaboration in achieving shared goals. They know that saying, "It's not my job," can limit their growth opportunities and portray them in a negative light. Instead, they might say, "Let's figure out how we can get this done." This alternative communicates a can-do attitude, showing a readiness to roll up their sleeves and dive in, regardless of whether the task falls squarely within their job description or not. It shows a commitment to the team and the larger goal. Remember, the right choice of words can make a huge difference. Halfway through our list we have the saying, "It's not my fault." This phrase is a classic example of a defensive statement that intelligent individuals steer clear of. When we say, "It's not my fault," we're essentially shifting blame and avoiding responsibility. It's a non-constructive approach that can hinder personal growth and strain relationships. Now let's think about this. Instead of pointing fingers, smart folks tend to take a more accountable stance. They say, "I'll find out what went wrong," or "Let's see how we can prevent this in the future." These alternatives not only show maturity, but they also convey a willingness to learn from mistakes and improve. Remember, the language we use shapes our reality. By acknowledging our role in a situation and focusing on solutions rather than blame, we foster a growth mindset, a key trait in intelligent individuals. So make sure to use the alternative we've suggested. Moving forward, the sixth saying is, I can't. This phrase is a self-defeating declaration that intelligent individuals are keen to avoid. It's a mental roadblock that prevents us from pushing our boundaries and exploring our potential. When we say, I can't, we're essentially closing the door on possibilities and opportunities. But why do smart people steer clear of this saying? Well, it's because they understand the power of language in shaping our reality. The words we choose can either limit us or liberate us. I can't is a chain that binds us to our comfort zones, keeping us from reaching our full potential. So, what could be a better alternative? Instead of saying, I can't, consider adopting the phrase, I will find a way. This saying embodies a can-do attitude, encouraging us to seek solutions rather than dwelling on difficulties. It's a mindset shift that can make a world of difference. Remember, word choice matters. Seventh on our list is the saying, that's just the way I am. Now this phrase might seem harmless on the surface, but it's often used as a shield, a way to deflect criticism or avoid personal growth. Intelligent individuals understand the importance of self-improvement, and they know that claiming to be immutable is not only a falsehood, but also a hindrance to progress. Why is it avoided? Simply put, it promotes stagnation. The belief that we cannot change or grow goes against the very nature of human potential. We are not set in stone, we are malleable, capable of learning, evolving, and bettering ourselves. What's a better alternative then? Try saying, I'm working on improving that aspect of myself. This phrase acknowledges the potential for change and improvement, and it shows a willingness to take responsibility for one's actions. So, keep this alternative in mind. Next up, the eighth saying is, I don't have time. Intelligent individuals understand that time is a resource that's allocated, not something that simply slips away. When we say, I don't have time, we're essentially admitting that we're not in control of our own schedules or priorities. It's a phrase that portrays us as victims of circumstance, rather than active agents in our own lives. Instead, enlightened individuals favor the phrase, it's not a priority for me right now. This phrase suggests that we are making conscious decisions about how we spend our time. It's an empowering statement that affirms our autonomy and responsibility. Think about it this way. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. How we choose to use those hours is a reflection of our priorities, not the clock's tyranny. So, remember to use our suggested alternative. It's a subtle shift in language that can have a powerful impact on your mindset and the way others perceive you. Nearing the end of our list, the ninth saying is, I don't have time. This phrase is often a crutch for those who can't organize their time effectively or prioritize their tasks. It's not that you don't have time, it's that you choose to use your time differently. Intelligent individuals understand this concept and hence, they avoid using this saying. Instead, they choose to say, it's not a priority for me right now. This phrase acknowledges the fact that we all have the same 24 hours in a day, and it's all about how we choose to use them. It's about making conscious decisions about how to spend your time. Also, it communicates honesty and respect for the other person's time. This shift in language not only changes your perspective but also influences your actions. It encourages you to take responsibility for your choices and to manage your time more effectively. So, try to use the alternative we've suggested. Finally, the 10th saying is, I don't have time. Now isn't that a familiar one? We often use it as a go-to excuse, but does it truly reflect the situation? Highly intelligent individuals understand that time is a commodity that everyone has an equal share of. Saying you don't have time simply means you're not prioritizing it. It's not about having time, it's about making time. Instead of saying I don't have time, try saying it's not a priority for me right now. This phrase is not only more accurate, but it also demonstrates your ability to take responsibility for your choices. You're not a victim of time, but rather, its master. Words are powerful tools. They shape our realities and influence how others perceive us. And remember, intelligent individuals use their words wisely. They don't let a lack of time control their lives. Instead, they take control of their time. So remember, your words reflect your intelligence. And that concludes our list of 10 sayings intelligent individuals avoid. Remember, from I can't to it's not fair, it's crucial to steer clear of these phrases. Instead, Opt for their alternatives, such as, "I'll find a way," or "I'll work harder." These subtle shifts in language not only reflect a positive mindset, but also a strong intellect. The words we choose to express ourselves hold immense power, so be mindful of your word choice, and you'll be sounding more intelligent in no time.